5 letters that mean so much in your life, to your life, for your life. S-L-E-E-P. Are you one of those that don't really get your fair share? I may be one of them. But today on Delmarva Life, we're going to give you several reasons to change that, from the health effects of sleep, the most common sleep disorders, to an app to help you get shut-eye.
Another thing about sleep that's important for you to know is how. Did you know you can actually cause an injury just by the way you sleep? Learn the do's and don'ts of sleep positions.
And then there's the little ones. From the time your children are born until they go off to college, their Z-time changes. We're going to tell you how much their bodies need.
Maybe a good way to help your child get to sleep is by reading them a bedtime story. Today we talk with the author of the Pinkalicious series and find out how a joke brought this New York Times bestseller to life.
Here's something that brings my tummy to life. Grilled cheese. But oh, we're not talking about just any grilled cheese. Nuh-uh. Today we're in the Delmarva Life kitchen making specialty grilled cheese sandwiches. Listen to these. French toast grilled cheese with caramel and Gala apples, the green goddess made with pesto and avocado, and a sweet potato goodie.
But wait, there's more. We're also making a homemade peppermint hot chocolate.
And you can't forget the weather. WBOC Chief Meteorologist Dan Satterfield has your latest winter storm track. Delmarva Life starts right now.
Good afternoon, I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopple. Welcome to Delmarva Life from Historic Studio D. Good news, bad news, spring doesn't start until March 20th. Still working on the good news part.
Right.
It looks like Punxsutawney Phil is going to see to it that we get our share of winter weather until then. So let's go ahead and check in with WBOC's Chief Meteorologist Dan Satterfield and the Storm Tracker Weather Center.
Well, hi there, Jimmy, Lisa. Yeah, the snow is now falling across most of Delmarva, coming down fairly heavily to the north of Salisbury now. That winter storm warning remains in effect for virtually all of the peninsula, except it's a winter weather advisory down in Accomack County. So where's the heaviest snow going to be? Well, we're going to revise that a little bit and say probably right over extreme northern Delmarva. Baltimore really getting heavy snow all the way up toward New Jersey and Philadelphia. Up in here, we're probably going to see over 4 inches of snow. Lighter amounts to the south. And I have revised the numbers just a bit, and we brought them down slightly because the cold air is moving in just a little slower by about 80 to 90 minutes than what we expected. Still think 3 inches, though, in the Dover area is a good bet, and that's north of Easton. There may be a stripe, though, of 7 inches. 1 to 3 across Sussex County, Dorchester County, most of Talbot County, right down to the edge of Salisbury. You could still see as much as 3 inches of snow. And then the cutoff line will be lighter as you go on down to the south, with a ½ inch to 1.5 inches in Worcester County. If we get a burst of heavy snow, though, we could still see those totals rise by about 1 inch over what I was showing you there. Here's a look at the radar right now. The back edge of this snow, back over right along the front range or the Blue Ridge there, that's not going to probably reach Salisbury, Dover until about 6 to 7 o'clock tonight, and we may even see light snow all the way up until 10 o'clock. We'll keep you updated.
Thank you so much, Dan, or maybe not.
Yeah, really.
You know, in anticipation of freezing temperatures tomorrow morning and at higher than normal energy use, the Delaware Electric Cooperative is issuing a Beat the Peak alert. The Beat the Peak will run from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Co-op customers are asked to conserve energy during those peak hours.
Yeah, so watch what you're doing there. Well, here's something you need to know about. A popular Cajun seasoning is being pulled from store shelves. Giant Food says it's pulling Emerald's Cajun seasoning off store shelves because peanuts apparently were left off of the ingredient label. The spice is fine. You can eat it if you don't have a peanut allergy. If you want to find out more, you can go to our website for the specific product information.
All right, so some, I guess, more bad news. The Chincoteague didn't win the Coolest Small Town contest. Thank you for voting. Some little burg in Minnesota took first. Oh, well. How about some good news? Chincoteague, along with 3 other Delmarva coastal towns, are in the running for USA Today's Best Coastal Small Town competition. Also in the running in Delaware, Rehoboth Beach, and in Maryland, St. Michael's. Now, you have until Monday, March 16th at noon to vote. To find out how to vote, go to our website, WBOC.com. Click on our picture at the top of the page.
Oh, we can take that title.
Yeah.
The Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum has a plan for getting you out on the water this summer. Built over the years in CBMM's Boatyard through the Apprentice for a Day program, the fleet of boats includes wooden kayaks and traditional rowing and sailing small craft for 1 or 2 people. Here's the deal. For participants wishing to sail but without basic sailing experience, the museum will also offer private sailing lessons.
That sounds nice.
If you'd like to know more about it, there's the number to call, 410-745-4941.
I'm just going to sit here and think about sailing in the warm temperatures of cool water. Oh, well, you know, by the time the weekend gets here, you're probably going to be going a little stir crazy. You might want to get out of the house. Well, how about checking out a play? Just a spoonful of sugar, some medicine, go down in a musty life. Oh, love it. This weekend, the students at North Dorchester High School will be performing Mary Poppins. Now, due to the weather, tonight's performance, which was scheduled for 7 o'clock, has been canceled, but they still have 4 more planned throughout the weekend. Those being Friday at 7 p.m., Saturday at 1, and then again at 7. And their final performance is scheduled for Sunday at 2 p.m. Tickets are only $8 and can be purchased at the door.
Okay, so if you're still in the mood for a little singing, and goodness, who's not?
Right?
She has been compared to Carole King and Norah Jones.
Traveled round the world, across the 7 seas, saw the Eiffel Tower, the Great Barrier Reef.
That is Kat. She's doing 2 shows Saturday at the Avalon Theater in Easton. Susie Moore, who is the house manager at Avalon, says tickets go so quickly when Kat Parsons shows up, you don't want to wait. Tickets are $15. They're available by calling the Avalon box office at 410-822-7299.
I like her style.
Yes.
Hey, we'd like to say happy birthday to Braylon Kraft. He turned 6 a few days ago, and his parents threw him an environmentally friendly birthday party at his request. Braylon said, trash can destroy trees, and trees make good air for us to breathe.
How about that?
Mom and Dad equipped the partygoers with gardener gloves, trash bags, and neon yellow safety vests, and then for almost a half hour, the boys picked up trash. I love
enjoyed it.
Yeah, they enjoyed it.
Way to go, Braylon. Now, you probably knew, I'll admit this was news to me, you probably knew that Samuel Chase, one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence, was born in Somerset County, right here on the Eastern Shore.
I did not know that.
But for the longest time, nobody knew exactly where. Supreme Court Judge Samuel Chase was born in 1741, and for more of the century, there's been a debate about exactly where. Mark Tyler of the Captain John Smoot chapter of the Maryland Society, Sons of the American Revolution, and others are going to officially mark the official place with a plaque on Stone Creek Lane, just off Reading Ferry Road in Princess Anne. They're going to do that on April 4th if you want to stop by.
Yeah.
You know, our pets.
Yeah.
They are such divas at times. For instance, take a look at this one. Such a little diva. Can't bother to stand up to get a drink of water. You know, I'll have a little more.
Oh.
One little drop at a time. Yep, I'm good.
That's me 24/7 right there. And maybe that's how you're feeling after a night full of tossing and turning. You're certainly not alone. In fact, so many people don't get enough sleep. Health experts call it an epidemic. Up next, who seems to have the most trouble, what can be done about it, and how it impacts your body.
Well, maybe you can't sleep because you can't seem to disconnect from your gadgets. Ironic as it may sound, there's an app for that. We're going to learn more about that.
We're also talking sleep positions today. Did you know there's a right and a wrong way to fall asleep, and depending on what you do, may result in pain in the morning? Find out the do's and don'ts.
Maybe some comfort food will do the trick. What could be better than grilled cheese? Nothing, I think. So a little later, we're in the Delmarva Life kitchen, sprucing up some sandwiches.
Oh, but that's just the start. We also have a warm drink on this cold day, peppermint hot chocolate. Delmarva Life, we'll be right back.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. Your local York and LG dealers, and State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.